Yeah. Mr. Everything's the name. Can't do change in the game. Doing my thing in my own lane. Every time you see me, I'm hitting them switches. Sliding through with something super vicious. Who is this? Mr. Everything's the name. Can't do change in the game. Doing my thing in my own lane. Every time you see me, I'm hitting them switches. Sliding through with something super vicious. Who is this? What's going on, everybody? It's Mr. Everything, bringing y'all low riders and horsepower, you dig? Rain, sleet, hail, snow, or shine, nothing that no one stops the grind, not even haters on the sidelines. And today, in the Challenger, time to change the oil in the Challenger, you know what I'm saying? Because, hey, when you get that readout that says oil change, it's time, you know what I'm saying? So, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, all of that. You're going to see me at the end. Time to pull this thing on out and get it up in the air. Man, birds been doing their thing along with the dust been hitting this car like crazy. Time to really get a car cover. Couple things I never really say too much, but there's a couple things I do besides putting up your jack and a jack stand. I also use wheel chocks. Seeing that it's a manual, always just put the wheel chocks back there, so you go to put it in neutral, you don't get no sliding back, because this driveway has a couple of hills here and there, but I try to find the flattest part of the driveway to be able to jack it up to not have to worry about that. All right, and this is the oil that I'm going with. For the RTs, you got the 520. Castro works fine, just like any other oil. You might use a different oil, that's cool. K&N oil filter, you know, I just like to use it. When I first got this thing, I was taking it to get the oil changes, but as they went up with the price, I got on up out of there and been doing the oil changes for the last like 2 years myself. So, about to get underneath and get it to it. All right, you get your service cover off. Takes 4 10mm screws. So you're gonna need your 10mm socket, which I learned from the past. I got plenty of 10mm now because I'm always losing them, you know. All right, so hopefully this is a good enough view. Got your oil drain plug right there. And crazy thing about it is last year I was doing something on this car and dropped my ratchet. Oh man, a moth came up under there. Dropped my ratchet down here, and it's probably got a 10mm on it too, or something smaller. Look at that. Found that thing after all this time. I knew it was down there, but I was like, I'll change the oil and find it. So there it is. All right, got that oil drained up out of there. It breaks down. It's not that bad. Definitely not as bad as what I know the 300 is. Now it's time for me to get that oil filter up out of there. All right, there's your oil filter right there. Get you a claw or some oil filter pliers. The best one for this one is the claw, because you could just go ahead and put it right on with the socket. Get you an extension or without an extension and go ahead and spin it on off counterclockwise or to the left. Yeah, we get a closer look at the oil right here, what it's looking like. Man, definitely time. All right, now when it comes to doing your oil changes, everybody online is a genius. Everybody online knows exactly what to do. They've been doing it longer than you. They wouldn't do it that way if you did it that way, but I'm just saying it's a different way. If you want to put a little bit of oil in the oil filter, or fill it up before you put it on, that's okay. If you don't put it on, or if you don't put any oil in there before you put it on, it's also okay. So whichever way you want to do it, I will put a little bit of oil in there. You know, that's just what I do. I've seen it done. So, you know, I've done oil changes even in shops, and they do the same thing. Some people do, some people don't. So there you have it. I went ahead, put enough in there. Now it's time to put it back on. Already put all 7 quarts in. Spilled a little bit here and there. Now it's time to start it up. Check it for the leaks while it's running and when you cut it off before you put your engine cover back on. Alright, so you'll press the button, the ignition button, and to not starting it up, but right before it goes through everything, before you start it up, it'll say oil change required right there. And at that point, what you do is you go ahead and hit the gas 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and it should be going from saying oil change required. That's how you reset it, by tapping the gas 3 full times. 1, 2, 3. And now if you notice, when it's time to turn it on, 1, 2, 3, it's not gonna come on anymore. So now it says something else, which is check TPMS, because I need a TPMS sensor, as you can see, front driver and rear passenger. Now, I replaced the front driver a little over, probably about a year or so ago, and it went bad real quick. So that's the crazy thing about it. But I am going to replace it. I could just put a regular valve stem. Not going to do that. You know what I mean? So that's the end of this oil change. It's all done. And hey, that's what it is. What it is. All right. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that video. Short, but you know, to the point. So till next time, rain, sleet, hail, snow, or shine, nothing no one stops the grind. Not even haters on the sidelines. I missed everything, bringing y'all low riders and horsepower. Till next time, I'm out.